me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer. Speaking of believing, I believe maybe we've got it with the mics.
I thought we weren't going to talk about it.
Listen, we need to say something because last week was wild. It sounded fuzzy.
Well, it was all Rue's fault.
I sounded so far away.
You did.
But I think we've cleared it up. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
I feel like every time you say that, it doesn't work out. So I wasn't even going to say anything.
Okay, well.
With hopes that this would be it. But I tell you what, I sure was blaming Rue that whole time I was listening to it. I was like,
and you sure did tell everybody to blame her, so it's fine.
You even called her the fall guy. And I was like, we knew what we were doing. We tease, Rue. We tease. Mainly because we don't want you to quit. Because
please don't.
Been a lot of work. We really have.
My gosh. I've spent so much time just FaceTiming Rue.
I don't know why she hasn't quit us.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Sorry, Rue. It is our fault. We know it is.
We know it is, but please still love us and please still do extra work for us because I can't pay you for all those FaceTime we're doing.
Right. We just have the goodness of our hearts.
I told her if we ever make it big, we're bringing her with us.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. How much more do we have to pay for Rue to just come here and be with us?
Be in Louisville while we do it.
I feel like it would be a lot. I feel like it's a little bit out of our bank account.
Yeah, that's like a plane ticket each week.
Yeah. Something tells me I don't think we can afford it.
No. Anyways, let's go about this has been a wild week. You want to talk about it?
Sure. I mean, why not? That's all I've lived, but that's all we all have lived in Louisville. So pretty crazy start to a school year. I can remember, oh gosh, I don't know, it was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago when we had a windstorm in the middle of the fall.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. It was like not even fall yet. It was like the first month of school.
Yeah.
And this huge windstorm came in the night before, and I get up because I don't watch the news. And I get dressed, regular time, it's like the 4th or 5th day of school. And I go to school and the parking lot is empty.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember it felt like the Twilight Zone. Like I pulled in, I was like, is it Saturday? And I missed a Saturday. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I called my friend Tracy and I'm like, what is up? And she's like, no school, the windstorm. So that was very surreal. And that was a weird start to a school year. But this is unprecedented. So those of you who don't watch the news, like I didn't.
Shame on you. Didn't you watch or listen last week when we guilted you into acting like an adult?
Yeah, it's horrible. I cannot believe you didn't also.
Really, it was bad timing on my part. I'm like, everybody should be watching this news. And then I was
now
like, oh, please don't watch
everybody's watching the news. No, but our district, who we still love, we still stand behind, very strong. But, some things happened and we did not start. Well, we did start. But transportation ended up being a disaster. And so we have restarted the plan. Not school yet.
Nope. We won't go back kids won't go back till Friday.
Yeah. And so we're all just kind of working our butts off, though, which is really kind of nice. Teachers don't get this like big chunk of time to plan. Yeah. I mean, I have never in the history of time, like, I tell you what, instruction better be solid this year because this amount of time to sit and plan and get all your materials ready does not happen. And so that's kind of a neat byproduct of this.
Yeah, that's true. I have enjoyed a couple extra days of summer, although it rained like a monsoon out there today.
Oh, that's right. I even sent you, I thought I was being such a good sister. I was like, hey, look at all these fun things you do with your kids today. Didn't get to do any of them, did you?
I didn't, but I also had Lakeside passes to go to Lakeside, which is the most beautiful pool in all of Louisville.
It's coveted.
So I had 4 tickets set aside and I was like,
nice.
Yes. And then, nope, not going today.
Oh, man.
So it's fine. We watched Fry Green Tomatoes and I cried at least twice.
Oh, every time you watch it, you got to cry.
It's just shocking to me. I put this on my Facebook page. So if you're friends with me on there, then you saw it. But like, you watched that movie for 15 minutes and you love Buddy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How do you love him so much that you can cry? I'm dead inside and I cry.
Oh, sob.
The first 15 minutes of that movie every time.
Yep.
He's perfect.
He is.
And you know he's perfect because of how much everybody loves him.
Mm-hmm. Got a good heart.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
Very good heart. Yep. But no hand, no arm. Ooh.
No, that's Ruth's son later. Wow. You need to watch that movie again.
Which one was Buddy?
Well, Buddy is what she names her son.
I'm so confused.
Buddy is her brother. Is Idgie's brother.
Oh, and you love Buddy? I do need to rewatch.
You do. Yeah. In the first 15 minutes, spoiler alert, he gets hit by a train and dies.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And you still, even though you've only just met him,
yeah,
cry every time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, really, Erin, I think that anytime any human being gets hit by a train, you should probably cry.
I mean, in real life, sure. But in a movie, I'm not invested in that character, but
True.
I am totally invested in that.
I do need to go back and watch that movie. I mean, it is a classic, but I can't even picture what he looks like. I have no recollection. So maybe he's lovable, but not very memorable.
Oh, no. I would see him in anything and go, it's Budgie.
And he's real hot. He's real hot.
Yeah, he's pretty hot.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, he's pretty hot. Ah, that's a great movie.
It really is.
Well, I know that we spent all weekend together, and it's only Monday. Is it Monday right now?
Yeah, it's Monday.
I have a whole new personality.
Oh, well, let's find out about that. That's shocking.
I know. Okay, so here are 3 major things that are so new to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared. I really liked your old personality.
I know, but get ready because I could be being more hippie. I don't even know at this point.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready. I'm buckled up. Let's hear it.
I have made, now listen, this is not medical advice because A, I haven't even tried it, and B, I'm absolutely not a doctor.
No, not at all. Not at all. I can verify that.
I don't think I could be less of a doctor, but
okay.
I have made my first bottle of magnesium spray.
Why?
Have you heard of this?
No. Why? Why have you done this?
TikTok told me to do it.
I knew it was going to be TikTok related.
That's the only one that's TikTok related. I think it is. It really truly is.
Okay.
That 1 out of 3 is not bad, actually. Okay, so
for you, for sure.
Yeah, it turns out, according to TikTok, I also did no other research at all. Please don't think I did.
This is really sounding legit. Like it sounds just like your normal personality.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That part hasn't changed.
Okay.
I'm blindly trusting everything. This is why we watch out for Me and Nicole because it does sound legit.
I also thought you said this is why we watch out for Me and Nicole. And I was like, who the hell is Nicole? Got a new best friend too?
Oh.
In a cult. That's right. Because you would easily slip into a cult. Yes,
I would join a cult easily. I'm very gullible. It's fine. But we're going to test it out. I don't think it's going to hurt me.
Yeah, at least with your gullibility, you get gullible, you try it out, and then you pivot. You don't like fall down that rabbit hole too far.
Usually. I don't know. I haven't tried this yet.
Always just grab your ankle.
Oh.
And pull you back out of that rabbit hole.
Before
we get down like the magnesium.
It's so nice. You'll be like that mom in Poltergeist. Just ripping me out.
I would. I really would.
Okay, so apparently, according to TikTok, most Americans are magnesium deficient.
Okay.
And having magnesium can help with like anxiety, depression, sleeping.
Okay.
My husband is a horrible sleeper. He works nights, but whatever. So I was like, well, let's try it. So you use it topically instead of...
Okay, well, that's weird.
Yeah. So I bought this huge tub.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't invest too much.
It was like $15 or something.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Well, first I was like, I like how you're like, we're just going to try it out. So I bought the biggest gallon.
It is big.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like when you buy those cheese balls?
Oh, mm-hmm.
It's
so
like
more than a gallon. We're talking more than a gallon.
Yeah, it's big.
Okay.
Of magnesium flakes. So if this works, you can have some.
Oh, you're so excited. Magnesium flakes?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And then I mixed it with some hot water until they dissolved. And then tonight when I go to bed, I'm going to spray the bottom of my feet with them.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I sleep better.
Is it supposed to happen like instantaneously?
I'll tell you next week.
Okay.
I meant to do it last week. I had it ready and I forgot and I fell asleep.
Okay. So again, we're back to our old person. So you might have new ideas, but committing is a little bit of a challenge still.
Yeah, that'll never change.
Okay.
That'll never change.
I'm just glad that I didn't lose all of you.
Yeah, there are some constants. Okay. That's for sure. Okay, so that's one new exciting thing.
Cannot wait for your feet to smell weird and for you to sleep so good.
I can't wait to talk to you next week. It's going to be great.
So alive and alert and ready to go.
Yep. And then, let's see, what was my other thing? I started watching a show that you would think I hate. It's all about poetry.
Okay, now that is weird.
I know.
You are dead inside, but now you love that?
Well, I don't actually love the poetry part, but it's called Dickinson on Apple TV, and it's already, all the shows are out. It came out in like 2019.
Oh, Emily Dickinson. I think I I think I started watching this.
Yeah, it's with like that real cool girl, Haley Seinfeld. Haley Seinfeld? Haley. I think it's Haley.
Well, I hope either one, it's better than Haley.
I don't even know if it's Seinfeld, but I feel like that might be it. But I don't think she's related to like...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, how do you feel about potatoes? Like that guy. It's not. I don't think she's related to him.
Jerry, I think is his name.
Yeah, but I did an impression of him.
It was a really good one, too.
What's the deal with potatoes?
It's always so shocking how good you are, too.
I don't think anybody else feels that way.
Oh my gosh. Is that like a bias? I think you're amazing.
I think it's gotta be.
But it's genuine bias. Like, I'm not lying. I get shocked every time. Like, you sound just like them. That's amazing.
Oh,
I can picture him. When you're doing it, I can picture it. Whatever. It's not biased. That was a good Seinfeld.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, man.
Okay, so anyways, I don't think they're related, but it's like Emily Dickinson set in that time.
Okay.
But with like a modern, you know, like they have this really fancy party, but it's got like this big like rap music playing. And then halfway through, they all start dancing like Dirty Dancing style. It's pretty funny. And they're in their big ball gowns and everything.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that.
Okay.
Like really binging it, loving it.
Okay.
I was watching it in the gym while I was on the treadmill, and I had to like, kind of tilt my phone down at a minute, like, please don't anybody walk behind me and think I'm watching porn.
Right.
It wasn't porn-like, but it was a little risque. It was a little like, don't watch this in public. And here I am on an elliptical.
Or with like your window shades wide open. I'll catch myself like watching, not porn. Again, not porn. I promise it's not porn. But I'll be watching like, I don't know, something on HBO. It's always got to be HBO, right?
Yeah.
So I'm watching something and it's not Real Sex. Remember when that show used to be out, Real Sex on HBO?
No.
Oh, it was because it was that good scrambled stuff we used to watch back when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about that. But
that was porn though. That scrambled stuff
it wasn't like straight out porn. It was more like a documentary about people having real sex.
Oh, okay.
You got to see a lot through the scrambled lines, like a nipple here and there, which was great.
Oh, what I was watching that fully scrambled itself was porn.
Oh, yeah, me too. I would watch that too. But then, you got to keep it classy and learn something from time to time. So you watch Real Sex and it's like, oh, we're going to learn something here about how people actually have sex. That's interesting.
No, okay.
I don't know why I was talking about this. Oh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can talk about it all night. But how did I get here?
Forget about the podcast. Let's put on the TV.
Right, let's talk about sex, baby. Okay, anyway, calm down. Good grief. So the shades are like...
wide open.
Wide open. And I'll like look over like, oh my gosh, anybody just walking their dog. I've got a huge screen. It's facing right out the window. Like, probably stop and watch with me though.
Yeah, right. Suddenly you have like a bunch of teenage boys
just standing outside. Like, don't close those blinds. Don't close those blinds.
Okay. Third and final personality.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm here.
This one's my biggest one. I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Oh my gosh. What is it?
I got a sourdough starter.
Oh, you're one of those people now?
Oh my gosh. I have to feed it every day.
You know what's funny is I feel like I heard you say this yesterday, and I think my like subconscious tuned you out. I really swear to God. I think, like yesterday at lunch at mom and dad's or like at the birthday party, I feel like I overheard you say that. And I remember vaguely thinking, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard come out of her mouth. And then I just never went back and listened to it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Tell
okay.
me more about your sourdough starter.
Well, I don't have to go into detail. But
well, that's what I feel like everybody who has sourdough starters do.
No, that won't be my personality. Okay. But my obsession with it internally will be.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to hear a lot about this.
It's really just because I'm very confused at when I'm allowed to bake with it and how much I'm allowed to bake with it.
See, it's happening, people, right now.
And I have to discard stuff, and that's weird. And isn't that just a new starter? But no, it's not.
You know who cares?
Not you.
Not me, but other people who have starters. They will totally care. And you know what they'll do? They'll talk and talk and talk.
I won't talk about it anymore.
Even around people who don't have starters and don't care. They don't care. They'll talk and talk and talk and talk about those starters all day long.
Okay, well, I won't say anything, but if you all have recipes or advice, send it to me.
Yep. And
slide into my DM.
And you all can just slide into that DM separately. Yeah, you don't have to come into my DM. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't even have to come into the Facebook page. Just DM me directly.
Yes, that sounds great.
It smells so good. Every time you smell it, see? It's like...
Yeah, does it? What does it smell like, Aaron? And then what do you have to do? I'm
done. That's the last of my personality change.
Now listen, I'm kidding. I would eat that sourdough once you're done with it.
Good luck.
And look, even I'm starting to slip into it. I'm like, when's it going to be done? You don't know the answer to any of these questions.
I thought I was going to make it today because I unexpectedly had today off, but it wouldn't be ready to start the process until after it had been fully activated at like 9 o'clock tonight. And then I'd have to knead it every 2 hours.
Why do you want to do this?
I don't even know.
How are you going to do this?
Okay, listen, I am going to tell you how I got it.
Okay.
And my like progression of excitement for it.
Okay. I'm down for that part.
Okay. So I'm in a Facebook group that's like buy nothing.
That's right.
Trade whatever. You can like, hey, I've got this big
does
fan.
Somebody trade you their sourdough starter?
Yes, it's a 3-year-old starter. I have an established
that is so weird to me.
Starter.
Okay. This thing has been in someone else's house for 3 years.
She seemed lovely.
I'm sure there was no dog hair floating around or...
I don't see any dog. I can look at it.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of dog hair floating around my house. If I ever had a starter, do not trade with me. Just gonna let you know right now. I mean, just blankets, anything in general, don't trade with me.
I'm really worried now because she did talk about how she had dogs inside.
Yeah, girl, I bet she's got a lot of dog hair in that starter. I bet it'll be so good, though. Maybe you should trade it. Maybe you should find something else.
She posted on there, I've got a sourdough starter.
Okay.
Would anybody be interested? Like, she's got all these starters. Because it really...
Why?
Because it makes so much.
Okay.
I've already had to discard some, which could just be a starter. I could give you a starter.
It was all the stuff with the dog hair in it. That's what it is. Now you got the clean starter. You're good.
Anyways, she I think was a lawyer. She's very put together.
And lawyers never have dog hair. Look, I have dog hair floating around my house. That doesn't mean I'm like not put together.
She just seemed very organized and clean. A little neurotic, if anything.
Okay.
It's fine, Megan.
I hope she's not listening.
I didn't tell her about it.
Okay.
Anyways, she was like, I've got the starter. Would anybody be interested? And I was like, yeah, I think I would be interested. I don't know why.
The same way. Why do these things come up in your head? Same thing with the hamsters. Like, oh my gosh, I think I would love that.
I love free things.
You're so weird.
I really love it. Like, that's something that's going to occupy my brain.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah, it'll do something. Okay.
So I went and I picked it up on Saturday. And I've had to feed it. I've had to feed it every day. Anyways, while watching the video of like how to take care of it, I really started to get kind of panicky. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I don't think I want to do this.
This is like a living thing that you have to really take care of, like every plant. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And now I have a weird guilt that I'm like, this is a 3-year-old starter.
Yeah, you should have some guilt.
And I can't just throw it away.
This is your lesson. Stop taking things for free just because they're free.
No, I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm going to still keep taking things.
Okay, have a free living things. Stop taking free hamsters.
Oh, I was like, this is living. Okay,
I know.
You're right.
Free hamsters, free things that you have to take care of and maintain. Maybe those free things are off limits.
What do you think it says? Like,
I don't know. You
like
need
psychologically
to be needed.
that like I feel like my kids are too old for.
Yeah, so you just have this need to like all of a sudden you have plants everywhere and you like really need
really
to be
weird.
It is. You didn't have those like 5 years ago.
I like barely had that feeling when I had actual children to take care of.
And
I still have them. They're still fine. Look, they're so independent now.
They didn't go anywhere. Yeah, now it's like all of a sudden you have this, you still have to keep up that mom guilt somehow.
Huh.
And that's weird. Yeah, we psychoanalyzed you.
I might need a minute.
It's fine. We all have our own things.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
Go.
Take another drink.
Man, that is quite the personality reboot there. I mean,
I know, in 2 days.
I really don't mind any of them. I just like don't want you to go to vacation, then I have to come over and start your dough for you.
It's okay. No, I don't. I would tell you what I could do when I go on vacation, but I don't want to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to sit on the porch and you're going to talk about it.
I can seal it up really good and put it in my fridge and it'll be fine. It'll be fine and that's it. And that's all I need to say.
Then why don't you just do that until you decide you're going to do it?
Because you'll have a stronger yeast if you feed it every day. Why do you complain about hearing about it and then keep asking questions?
I don't know, but your eyes light up when you talk about it.
It's my new obsession.
I really feel like it's hit home somewhere.
Yeah, I almost want to name it, but then I'm like, then it'd be like cannibalism, so
I
won't.
Oh, that is a little weird.
I won't name it, but I really like to name things.
I mean, that would be a cute name. Sourdough. Like, you come with some cute names.
Yeah.
Not off the top of our head. We're not that clever.
No.
I gotta let that ruminate for a little bit. Wow. Okay.
We're ready to talk about some ghosts? Okay, so I'm going to read a story that is anonymous.
Okay, anonymous.
But it was written in to us.
Oh, good.
So I know their name, but I won't tell you.
Okay.
Hey there, sisters. I wanted to share something with you that is just plain disturbing. I was house hunting with my wife about a year and a half ago. The third house we saw was in a nice neighborhood in Oldham County.
Huh.
I know.
That's like a theme.
Another Oldham Countier. 2-story house, about 50 or 60 years old. The house was totally empty. I mean, nothing except for a single old desk in a second-floor bedroom. I thought it was strange, so I asked the realtor why this was still here. She told me the desk was nailed to the floor and wall, and the owners were worried trying to remove it would damage the hardwood floors. I still thought it was strange, so while my wife looked around with the realtor, I took a look at the desk. Sure enough, it was really well nailed down. I started jostling it a bit and barely got it to budge. I decided to look under the desk and see where it was nailed in, and when I did, I noticed the corner of a paper sticking out the back of it.
Now, hold on. I like how this person has not bought this house yet.
Like,
and it's like, you don't want to damage the floor? Let me go ahead and do this for you.
That's right. That's because we like bold listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, I decided to look under the desk to see where it was nailed in, and when I did, I noticed the corner of a paper sticking out the back of it. I pulled out what turned out to be 2 pieces of paper. It was a story, and I read it right there, and it was not what I expected to read.
Are we about to get the story?
We're about to read what's on the paper.
Okay, it's like a story within a story.
Right.
It's like the never-ending story.
The never-ending story. That could not have sounded good. I heard it through the mic, and it was not good.
Look, it was nostalgic if nothing else.
That's right. Hopefully we don't get sued for singing a song.
If it didn't happen with Who Let the Dogs Out, then I think we're good.
All right, so here is what is on the paper.
Okay.
I was going back to that closet in the hall outside the bath where it happened so long ago. A night that has fused itself to part of my brain, a forever cause for concern.
Wait, the author of this is on the paper?
No, this is on the paper.
Okay.
We're reading the paper right now.
Okay.
A night that draws so many questions and fills my medicine cabinet with antipsychotics.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm coming home to that second floor closet of towels and sheets that was slightly open as I took my nightly bath as a boy. Staring into the darkness and shivering in the heat of the tub, I watch from the bath my cat hop into the closet, as he always would, to sleep or scratch, find a spot that soothes him so. I'll head back to the closet where the door closed by itself, behind my cat, trapping him inside as I stared in disbelief with soapy eyes and dripping hair. I pulled myself out of the bathtub, cold, naked, and shaking, to open the door and toss linens and towels inside, frantically searching for my cat that I never found. So the cat went into the closet.
Okay.
And then they can't find the cat now that they're in the closet.
Okay, well, cats, they're sly.
Okay. A spasm forcing its way down my spine. Oh, so this person's naked and afraid.
Oh, gosh. They made a show about that.
Right?
A whole series that's so weird.
Yeah, you're never more vulnerable than when you're totally naked.
And afraid.
I'm working the nerve to drive to the house where that evening my parents said it was okay.
Hold on. Wait. What?
Okay. I think it's a little bit confusing. Remember, we don't give a lot of context. I think that we're on this paper.
Okay.
The person is saying, this is where that scary thing happened where my cat disappeared.
Oh, now when they were a kid.
Right. And now they're headed back to that closet. Now they're on their way back.
So wait, that was the only scary thing? They just couldn't find their cat?
But it like totally disappeared. It went into the closet and then it was gone forever.
Oh my goodness. They should talk to me. I could debunk that so quick.
Okay. Well, let's keep reading.
So the cat disappeared. Sorry. I'm just really trying to wrap my mind around this. The cat disappeared. They never talk about getting dressed, but we're to assume life went on.
Yeah.
And now they're an adult and they are driving back to this house.
That's what I think.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay, I'm working the nerve to drive to the house where that evening my parents said it was okay, that our cat must have run out of the closet as soon as I opened the door, that I missed him, and he was now hiding under a bed or in the garage. I got ready for bed, so worried and confused, not sure about anything I had seen, my brain trying to explain the events away, protecting the psyche. I'm on my way, in my head, of being awoken that night to the sound of something hissing, a faint scratching down the hall, a muffled howl begging for attention.
I bet it's the cat.
Yeah. It sounds like the cat. Is it not the cat?
No, it's the cat. I was just being a smartass. Okay. I'm over here cracking myself up with all my thoughts, and one slipped out. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Okay. I'm on my way, in my head, to being awoken that night to the sound of something hissing, a faint scratching down the hall, a muffled howl begging for attention. The kind that makes you creep along the walls, clutching any doorknob along the way. Wow. Carefully, I step up to the closet. Only a plug-in hallway light to illuminate the steady fear. It's so poetic.
It is.
Where the noise coming from within stopped as I placed my hand on the knob. I'm running through the events of that evening when I slowly opened the door, holding my breath for as long as I could, only to see the faint outline of a stretched out paw between two stacks of towels, giving me just a moment of relief. But out from the stacks of towels emerged some creature that resembled my cat. Black fur for sure. That's hard to say. Fur for sure.
Fur for sure.
Fur for sure.
Oh, it's so sad. They're so poetic in their writing, and then we have to read it.
It's okay. It was
like, no, why did I let the sisters read it?
The person who wrote this will never know because it was a piece of paper.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that this was a story in a story.
Yeah. Okay, so black fur for sure.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
I can only hear it that way.
Sure.
But with patches of burn red tufts. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Teeth that hung out of its mouth.
Oh, God.
Drops of drool falling from the points. Eyes an eerie shade of green fixated on me so that it stumbled to the floor. And with every step, it struggled as if it were the first time using its legs.
Oh, no. That's never good.
Oh, my gosh. That's so scary. I'm preparing myself for the trip to where this unknown animal staggered down the hall, sickly and skinny,
Ew.
hissing and growling at me, corralling me downstairs, its patchy, nearly hairless tail twitching like a snake ready to strike.
I would punt that thing.
It reminds me, remember when I had to house sit for that one crazy-looking cat?
Oh, my gosh, Erin. I have never in my life seen an animal like that.
That cat had lived a life.
That person.
It really does sound like that cat.
Yeah.
Except it didn't have black fur.
No, it was orange, but it looked, it sounds just like it walked weird.
Yeah.
It needed to be put down.
And every time I would go to feed the cat, things were in different spaces. Like somebody had been there.
Oh my gosh. That cat was that. Now look, that cat could make me believe in like possession.
I really think somebody was in the house while I was there.
Oh, I think it was the cat. Don't you remember what that
turned here?
I know. Well, that cat was something.
I do remember that.
I think I blocked it out till just now.
Yeah. Okay. It backed me up against my front door. Golly, it's really going after him.
Again, I'd punt it. Why aren't we punting this thing?
Right. Eyes gazing upon the crack between the door and the frame. This abomination hisses at me and lunges with sharp claws, catching and hooking into my calves, stinging and pulling pain. I ripped its paws from my legs and tossed the feline aside, tending to my then bleeding wounds.
No, you just get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, right?
We'll tend later.
They might still be naked.
Oh.
No, I think they're dressed.
What is happening? I thought they drove somewhere.
I
was so confused. At one point, they were driving.
I think we're still remembering that initial night because he saw the little paw coming out and he's like, oh, it's my cat. Wouldn't he be like, oh my gosh, my cat is still in this
alive?
closet?
I don't know. This person just seems very accepting of all cats. Like that cat, I would have already kicked across the room and been like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I don't kick cats normally, but
Not
did you all hear the description of that cat? It's coming at him? Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay. I'm dreading the thought of returning to where the rabid beast turned toward the door, lengthening its legs way beyond any normal range, and started scratching and howling.
Ew.
So headache-inducing high, I covered my ears with blood-stained hands. Oh my gosh. The only thing I felt I could do was grab the knob and swing the door open, watching this curse of an organism. I'm so glad I read organism and not orgasm.
You know that I did that in, I think it was like 7th grade.
Oh.
But luckily, it was my whole, like I don't know, presentation or something. And I did it in front of Mom first.
Oh my gosh.
She made me practice it in front of her. And so I was like, and da-da-da-da, and then the orgasm. And she's like, whoa, hold on. Hold on. It was so funny. She made me practice the word organism like 100 times before the next day.
Yeah, she's a good mom.
Yes, that's a good mom.
The only thing I felt I could do was grab the knob and swing the door open, watching this curse of an organism slink out and into the darkness, never looking back, only forward, to wreak whatever havoc it had in store for its next poor unknown victim.
Ew.
I'm going over my best route back to where I closed the door only when I could no longer strain to see it. I collapsed to the floor in exhaustion and curled up to sleep, I assume. For early in the morning, I woke up and ascended the stairs, grabbing at my legs along the way to feel the scabbed-over scratch marks and dried blood on my pajamas.
Ew.
Deciding not to discuss the incident with anyone, never seeing my cat or the animal, in quotations, ever again. The potential of ridicule and embarrassment overpowering the fear of the whole experience, always winning in a child's mind. I'm going back to my childhood home and creeping up the stairs. I'm going up to the laundry closet and turning the handle. I will remove every article, every object, every towel inside, and I'm climbing in. Oh, don't go in the closet.
Why?
What if you turn into a morphed version of you?
The cat. Oh, ooh. The closet has some weird way.
Yeah.
Don't chance that, because that's totally what would happen.
That would suck. I need to know. I need to see what happened that night, to see what is real in the world of endless possibilities. I need to know what will occur. So if you see me on the street, acting strange, not looking like my normal self.
Oh, they think it's going to happen too.
Yeah. Patches of hair missing, teeth jagged or out of place.
How much hair does this person have?
Well, I don't know.
No judgment. Go ahead.
Talking crazy, aggressive, and menacing. Just know that's not me. I won't remember, care for, or even empathize with you. This resemblance of me is just there to torture and maim. I'm not sure where I'll be, but please don't come looking for me in that closet.
Wait.
Okay.
Well, why go in there if you knew that was going to happen?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question.
I think I would say I'm going to just not go in that closet today.
Okay, now we're back to our original.
Okay, so
we're out of that story.
Okay.
After reading it, I felt extremely uneasy and went to find my wife to show her. While on the way to find her, I realized this house we were looking at had a second-floor linen closet that was directly across the hall from the second-floor bathroom. The bathroom had a tub, and I swear from the tub, the only thing you could see was this closet. Like a perfect shot. I found my wife and asked if she looked inside the linen closet. She said yes, and I asked her what was inside. She, very confused, said nothing. As soon as we got in the car, I showed her the story, which she was not amused by, and we definitely did not make a bid on that house.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad she didn't decide to step all the way into that linen closet.
Right. So, how much space is in here?
Yeah.
I always really want to know if I can fit in the linen closet.
Right. That's always a good question. Just in case it will transform me into something I would never want to be. Why would you go into that closet?
Yeah.
But also, I mean, so many questions. They didn't never say that actually happened.
Right. It was a story they found. So it could have been a story.
Just like a fictional story.
It could have been. Yeah.
Okay.
But it really made them uneasy.
I guess it would make you feel, especially when there's a linen closet in the house, that it sounds exactly like it looks just like what was described in the story. That would definitely make me uneasy.
Yeah. That makes you feel like it could have happened. But it also could be like this little boy.
Was this Stephen King's house?
Oh.
Was this like Stephen King's house?
It was in Oldham County, remember?
Oh, well, did Stephen King grow up in Oldham County as a young boy? No, but I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what if it's just, that would be kind of really cool to find, like, someone's early writings in something that turned into, you know, like one day if they saw that on the big screen and like, oh, I found the very first script ever of that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's cool.
That would be cool. So that's what I'm going to go with. That's my debunk. I don't think that there are magical closets out there that you can walk. Narnia. But again, that's a movie and a book.
And a wardrobe.
And a wardrobe. Yes, yes. So I'm just saying, I don't know, my gut tells me that these closets don't exist.
Okay.
It was like more of just a fictional story, but that's just me, and that's because I'm a skeptic.
Yeah. Now, I will say, how long between the initial bath and seeing your cat go in to you opening and finding your cat like that? Because at this point, it's hungry.
Yeah, and like it's dead. That cat's dead.
Yeah, but like maybe it's like on death's door, and in this time, it's all skinny.
And it's just like trying to get you like, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care about you anymore. I got to find food, and you're in my way. So it could just
or
be
I'll
like,
just eat you because you're food.
Yeah.
But not because I want to, just because I'm so starving because you all left me in this closet for so long. I was just hiding behind a towel the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, poor cat.
I know.
Really hung in there for a long time.
It really did.
No wonder it looks so bad.
This is why we don't like cats.
Right. Or humans. Should not have left them in that closet. That's awful.
All right. Well, there's my story.
That was a good one. I need more wine and then I'll read mine.
Okay.
Okay. So our new best friend.
Yeah.
Megan.
Oh, Megan, who came back with all kinds of answers.
I loved every second of it. I was really busy. I can't remember what I was doing in the middle of a meeting or something. And I read it and I was like, oh, I only had time to heart it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to love Erin more than me.
Yeah, she better.
Mm-hmm, but I never did go back. So maybe you should, Megan. You should probably just love Erin.
I did learn that instead of saying Yorkshire,
it's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
I know.
Going to Yorkshire, and it's so Oldham.
Mm-hmm.
Except she said that her accent was not
She said,
fancy.
just like you all. I'm like, no, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. You're fancier than us.
I think she meant I still say Oldham.
Yeah, but she doesn't say Oldham.
Oldham.
I guarantee you it's still Oldham. It's still a lot classier than Oldham.
Unless it's like
Oldham County.
Eliza Doolittle.
Oldham
I'll go
County.
to Oldham County.
I would love that even more.
I know. I really would too.
love more.
I love, what is that? It's not offensive to say Cockney accent, right? It's an offensive term, is it?
I don't think so. I just think the word Cockney sounds like a bad word.
Okay. I love a Cockney accent. I do.
Oh, I do too. I definitely don't think that
the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Yeah, I don't think that the word Cockney is supposed to be offensive, but it sure is abrasive.
Okay.
Cockney.
Well, it's an abrasive accent.
I mean, it's
but
an abrasive word.
I love
Cockney. I know. It's just reminds me a lot of cocks. Okay.
I was really thinking Caucasian this whole time.
You never once thought cock when you were saying Cockney?
No.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a pervert.
That's really weird. I think that history would tell us different.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Dragon porn. Okay. Well, anyway, all that to say that the lovely Megan, I mean, the stories are endless and I'm so excited.
Yeah, bring it.
Yes. So here we go. I mean, there really is an end to eventually the stories, but buckle up because we're going to get to know Megan real well and I'm so excited.
Awesome.
So tonight's story is called Spooky Winter Night with Friends as Witnesses.
Oh.
To preface the story, my best friend Claire and I both believe she had a child spirit attachment at this time that had been with her since she was around 3 or 4. She has since relieved herself of this presence. One evening in late November, early December, when I was around 15, I was performing in my dance school's... I love this. This is why Yorkshire is so much... Yorkshire.
Yeah, that was it.
Thank you. Is so much better. Oh, but she's in Oldham. I don't know. Anyway, over the pond is so much classier. I mean, like, listen to this dance school. We didn't do this at age 15. I don't think that people do this at age 15 here in America.
I can't wait.
But maybe they do. Okay. So one evening in late November or early December, when I was 15, I was performing in my dance school's Christmas show, Ballroom in Latin, like on Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh.
I invited my friends to watch the show before they came back to mine for a pizza and a movie night.
I think that maybe we just didn't do dance long enough.
Oh, yeah, maybe
because we went to that one recital of our nieces, and it was like...
Oh, they were really committed.
It was like several of them knew lots of different dances.
Well, that's true. Maybe it's just we didn't commit to things when we were little.
We just stopped it at like tab.
Yeah, we just started eating cookies instead, and that was great.
We stopped when little Brad, stupid face, in second grade was like, I was at your recital because my sister's in dance, and you looked really chubby in that uniform.
Screw him.
I know, or costume. I don't think he said uniform. And I was like, well, I guess I've quit dance now.
Oh, don't you wish we had like the, like the mentality of girls today? But
right.
I bet I looked fucking fabulous.
Right. That's what Penelope would have said to him.
Like, so I looked great?
You mean you loved all those curves?
You loved these curves?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope to ever get the confidence that Penelope has.
Yes. And I love it. She should keep it up forever.
She is my most confident child and the one who looks the most like me.
In the best ways.
In the best way.
Absolutely. Okay. Screw Brad.
I know. I don't even remember his last name, but I could see his little stupid face right now. Picture it.
Flick it. Yep. Flick his nose. Stupid, ugly nose. Okay. But what a fun night that sounds. We're going to go watch you dance away, and then we're going to go have pizza and a movie.
Yeah. Lovely.
Films at that. Not just movies, Erin.
Films of the cinema.
Yes. In winter in the UK, it gets dark around 4 p.m., so by the time we got home, it was around 6 or 7, and it was already pitch black. We ordered pizza, and whilst waiting... Oh, here's the film. I knew I'd read the word film in there somewhere. We ordered pizza, and whilst waiting, we were watching films, making vines, if you don't remember that app.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit like TikTok, but videos were only 6 seconds long.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, the anxiety of that.
Yeah. I remember Vines. It was like, I didn't get into them, but...
Yeah, I remember them happening. Yeah. I just don't remember ever watching any of them.
Yeah.
And generally messing around as teenagers do. In my room, sat atop my chest of drawers, I had a handmade musical Cinderella doll that my mum... I love it.
My mum.
That my mum bought on a trip to Florida 6 years prior. I love she went to Florida. I wonder what she thought about Florida.
Oh my gosh, that's like the worst part of our country. Sorry if you're in Florida.
Kind of the armpit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, I'll go there on every vacation.
Absolutely. That's the only place we go on vacation.
But you're also like, don't look at like the political signs in their yard.
Oh my gosh.
It really fires up my kids. They're always like, what? I'm like, I know. We're not in Louisville anymore, everybody.
Everybody just...
Look down.
Look forward. Look down. Look straight ahead.
Look down. Do you know that part? Yes. Don't look them in the eye. You do not know that reference.
No, I don't. You said yes. Well, I thought it was political for a minute. And I was like, wait, this does not sound like it should.
Kind of political.
Is it Seven Brides for Seven Brothers?
No, it's Les Mis.
Oh, yeah.
Very political.
I did watch Les Mis.
Okay, yeah.
The movie. I really liked it.
Man, now I really want to listen to that whole soundtrack.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
It was a good movie. That's about it. Okay. Anyway, where were we?
Something about
a Cinderella.
I guess my old personality's not totally gone.
No, you're still here. You're definitely still here. Singing Les Mis out of nowhere. Okay. On a trip to Florida, so Mom went to Florida 6 years ago and bought a musical Cinderella doll.
Okay.
Oh, it just sounds creepy. And from Florida. It's got to be haunted.
Yeah.
You wound it up and the head went around.
Oh, no. That's even worse.
Just the head? Whilst it I love the word whilst. Whilst it played music, quite creepy in and of itself.
Absolutely. That's like the exorcism. Did it spit pea green soup?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as the food had been ordered, we went into the utility room, a tiny space that just... Oh my gosh, I love this. She's explaining to us what a utility room is.
Aww.
Because we didn't know what so many other things were.
Right.
We do have utility rooms here, Megan, but thank you for going ahead and... Oh, wait. No, she already sent this to us.
Yeah.
That's right. So she just preemptively
knew we were kind of dumb.
Stupid. And she was not wrong.
No.
But in this case, we did know what a utility room was. But let's read her definition. Tiny, just in case anybody else says, like, well, you two knew, but I didn't. A tiny space that just about holds a double door fridge, washing machine, and dryer. They got fancy. They got a fridge in their utility room?
Yeah. It's nice.
Oh, and the fridge is like, you go out there to get drinks. Yeah.
Nice.
Whilst in there, all four of us heard the same noise, a music box sound, but not the same one from the Cinderella. Coming from somewhere else in the house. We were the only people in the house. My mom was working and my dad was at the pub.
Oh, it's so cute. I want my kids to start saying, oh, mom's at the pub.
Yeah, it wouldn't be dad.
Oh, no.
Not in this house. It'd be both the moms at the pub.
That's right.
Oh, gosh. This freaked us the heck out, so we grabbed drinks and rushed back into the living room. We put on the film, Not Another Gay Movie, a parody of not another teen movie, but gay. And really looking back, not all that suitable for under 18s.
Oh, all right.
Around 20 minutes later, we heard a knock at the front door. Assuming this was the pizza, we went to answer the door, but no one was there. These two incidences combined really freaked us out. So when the actual food arrived, we sent our only male friend to answer. Thankfully, the food arrived and we all survived that ordeal and nothing else happened whilst my friends were there. Later that evening, I went to bed. As I was trying to fall asleep, I felt someone or something sit on top of me.
Oh.
It felt like a small child.
Ew, no.
Why is that worse? Like a grown adult sitting on you is bad too, but a small child or toddler climbing on the bed and sat on my back. Needless to say, I could not sleep that evening.
You think?
Yeah. Added note, my friends had wound up the Cinderella doll to see what it did, but this was at least 1 hour, if not more, before we heard the music. And in my years of ownership of the doll, up until that point and since, it has not gone off of its own accord.
Ooh. And it was different music.
Yeah, so where did it come from?
Yeah, that's weird.
It was a real toddler in the house.
Ew.
I know.
Singing music.
I don't know why. Maybe it wanted pizza.
Ringing the doorbell, that little punk.
Really liked that movie, that parody. Just decided to come in and was in the wrong house. That could happen.
Okay. I think you would notice it specifically.
You would. And here's my thing. It's always the same old question. Once you feel that and you say, I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night, so what did you do? Like, did you get up? Did you turn on the light? Did you look around and it wasn't there? I need to know and Megan, I bet Megan will come through for this.
Yeah.
And will tell me, did you just lay there terrified and couldn't go back to sleep, or did you investigate it all?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could it have been like a cat? Like a very heavy, mangy cat that's from like our last one.
The cat from the last story?
No.
They're both in Oldham.
No, I just think it was a cat. Yeah, that's true. Weird again. No, I just think it was maybe a cat or some sort of like raccoon, but I feel like a raccoon would be a little bit louder, but a cat would be quiet and dainty, but like jump up and it's like the same weight.
I don't know. If they just laid there all night awake.
It could have been anything.
Wouldn't they have eventually gotten up?
Could have been anything. But it could have like got off. It could have been like a little.
Oh, now we're talking about things getting off.
Stop! I meant the cat. The cat could have gotten off the bed, Aaron. The cat could have like gotten off the bed and then they just laid there. Megan just laid there all night and didn't investigate.
I don't think that's
And then
it.
as far as music, I need to know like the setup of the house. What kind of house was this?
There's a utility closet.
Well, I do know that, but I mean, like, how close together are the other houses? Could it have been a sound that traveled from outside?
What about the doorbell ringing for no good reason?
Well, that's just like, that can happen anywhere.
Anywhere there's a ghost.
Whatever. Every time a doorbell rings, it's a ghost.
Not every time.
A neighborhood kid could have walked by, rang that doorbell, and ran away.
All right, maybe. Or it was paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'd say paranormal, I think, for sure. I think we're both in agreement of that, right?
I think we're in agreement that you still have your same personality at your core. And I definitely still have my same. I definitely am not going to start any yeast products in my house.
I mean, I'd be leery before you just throw that out there. You don't want karma coming around and suddenly there's new yeast in your house.
That was for Tim. And yeah, I definitely, what were your other things? Look, they must have really not made an impact on me.
Poetry.
Magnesium. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you listened so well.
Yeah, I did. So I feel like I'm still the same person, which means I'm skeptical. I think that it might have been a cat. It was probably music playing from out in the neighborhood somewhere, and a little bit of Ding Dong Ditch.
All right, fine. I don't buy any of those, but okay. All right, do you have a fan favorite this week?
Of course I do, Aaron. I have one every week,
okay,
always.
All right, no problem ever.
Can't even pick. I've got so many lined up. Okay, so this week's fan favorite is none other than the lovely Sandra.
Okay.
And Sandra has been very present on Facebook, is clearly a listener from the few things that they've dropped on Facebook. I'm like, this one is really tuning in. Not like those other wannabe ride-alongs that are just in our Facebook group but don't listen.
Right.
Listen, I'm not going to kick them out.
No way, not ever.
Because we look really good. But at the same time, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in there?
Yes, we're listening.
And also, they're never going to hear this.
That's true. We're barking at the wrong tree.
So anyway, I asked Sandra to be, oh my gosh, hold on. I'm clicking emojis. I don't want to like do the mad face all of a sudden. So he's like, what did I do wrong? Anyway, so I asked Sandra to be our fan favorite. And what can we plug? Aaron, all capital letters. OMG, how exciting.
Oh,
I told you.
Okay, good. Let's keep it forever.
And then listen to these next words. First, let me say that I absolutely love your podcast.
Oh,
I have been listening since episode 1, and you quickly became my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Aaron.
That's so weird.
It is so weird. I can't believe people actually do this.
Yeah. How did you find us, Sandra?
Yes, Sandra, that's a great question since episode 1.
Yeah, I just always want to know that answer.
And I feel like Sandra is definitely not local. Hold on, let's do a little digging. Let's do what we do best.
Sandra, hold on while we stalk you.
Stalk you in live time. Okay. South Texas.
Texas?
Right? Oh, well, they studied there. So hold on.
They've got some Texas.
Yep, lives in Texas.
Amazing.
I didn't even know Texas was a place, but here we go. Okay. Sorry, Sandra, is that a lot of information to throw out there about you? You're fine. You don't care.
Oh,
I'm sure a lot of Sanders live out in Texas.
Or cut that, Rue.
You decide, Rue. You think, if you were Sandra, would you think that was funny? You would. It's fine. Okay. I would like to promote the MS Society. My brother John had multiple sclerosis and sadly passed away on March 16th, 2021 at the age of 50.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandra.
I know. So sorry about that. He spent the last 10 years or so of his life bedbound, and the disease quickly took his ability to walk, talk, eat, and even hold up his head to watch his favorite shows, Wheel of Fortune and The Golden Girls. Oh.
That's so sad. And you can tell he was a cool guy.
Oh, had to have been a cool guy. I mean, those two shows combined were the best. Every year, my sister Sonia, sorry, Megan, we're both believers, participate in a walk to raise money for a cure for MS. And she does so in my brother's name.
That's wonderful.
Although it is too late for my brother John, there are many, many more people out there who may one day benefit from the cure.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is long, but quick story. We get a story about a haunted house.
Really?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, thank you, Sandra.
This is how you get me back into fan favorite.
I'm telling you, just attach a little story on there.
Yes, although I will say before we move on to the story, I have a lot of friends who are affected by MS. Like, I have a lot of people in my world, and that it is such a sad disease, and I am happy to be, supporting something that will help, find a cause or a cure for that. Because
absolutely,
it's a heartbreaking disease. So
it is very heartbreaking. It is very tragic, and anytime you have something that affects so many lives, we're honored to be able to put a little bit towards that for sure.
Yeah.
We only do a little bit because that's all we can afford.
Right.
We would like to put a lot towards it, but we say a little because that's all we got. We got to pay Rue. Have you heard us lately? And that's with Rue's help. Okay. So anyway, but let's hear this story from Sandra.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry if this is long, but quick story. Never apologize, Sandra, for that.
We love them long.
That's right. We grew up in a haunted house. My parents and us 5 siblings.
Whoa.
Right? 2 boys, the skeptics, or maybe they were just in denial, and 3 sisters, the super believers. Throughout the years, there have been many instances of paranormal activity experienced by us and even random guests. The days after John passed away, I stayed with my parents and I felt the house quieter, and I don't know, like the heaviness in the atmosphere was lifted. All of a sudden, the ghostly noises, feelings of being watched, and stuff going missing or being moved around just stopped. I would like to think that when my brother passed, he battled the ghosts in our parents' home and kicked them all out. Or he just said, let's go, and they all left together, laughing out loud. Oh, that's a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
Like he was able to bring them peace as well.
Yeah.
My brother loved to sing karaoke, although he had an awful singing voice. And then just ha 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 ha. His favorite song was Easy by the Commodores.
Aww.
He was so well known for his song that he was lovingly known around town as Mr. Easy. So if anyone would like to make a donation to the MS Society, please do so in the name of Mr. Easy, John Hernandez. Thank you, ladies, for all the hilarious hours and spooky stories. Burning up in South Texas, Sandra G.
Oh, Sandra G.
That gave me cold chills.
I know. That was beautiful.
It was so beautiful. She said, if you look at my profile cover, it is a picture of the banner made of my brother's funeral. Oh, Sandra, man, that is heartbreaking. Your brother.
Is that Easy song? Is that Easy Like Sunday Morning?
I don't know.
Is it that song? I, too, have a horrible singing voice.
Right. Let me look at it real quick. Easy. It is. It's Easy Like Sunday Morning, which reminds me of from Monica. We used to sing that all the time at the bar, which is just such a great song. And I could just picture, I don't even know your brother, but I did look at his picture. I can just picture him being such a fun-loving guy and everybody wanting to be around him. And
even all the ghosts wanted to go with him.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, as the skeptical one, I'll say it. I think that he brought peace to a lot of people living. And if you believe in it, those who are not living on his way out. But I mean, what a wonderful tribute to him. And we're just glad to bring some attention to him and honor him for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Sandra. And thank you for just loving us. And thank you for being a part of this little podcast.
Yes, for sure. And if my name was Sandra G, I would always use the G.
Yeah, me too. Sandra G.
And then I'd make people sing. I would come into rooms going, look at me, I'm Sandra G.
Lousy with virginity.
Oh.
We don't know if you are Sandra G, but
if you are, own it, because
right?
Girl,
the way
you
to
have
go.
A song about you.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, I don't know if I was going to say it's the way to go.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun stuff that happened.
When you're a virgin?
Lousy with virginity.
She's full of virginity. Do you not know what that song is about? It's making fun of how big of a prude she is.
Oh, I always thought it meant like a lousy, like I can't,
Oh, it's not lousy at virginity.
Oh, I thought it was lousy.
She's lousy with it.
Why? What does that mean?
She's like just so dripping with virginity.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
It's a mean song. They're making fun of Sandra D.
I got to go back and watch that movie too. I guess I just got to forget about movies. I don't even know how we got there, Sandra. We were being so classy and like sentimental for a minute, and I was really proud of us. But then here we are again, lousy with virginity.
Trust me, we're not lousy with that.
Goodness.
I am lousy. I'm not even that lousy. I was pretty good at it, actually. Anyways, we're moving on.
Okay, let's do.
So thank you, Sandra, for being our fan favorite this week. We are honored to bring attention to such a worthy cause and to donate in Mr. Easy's name.
Absolutely.
And thank you to our writers. We have our anonymous submission and Megan again.
Yes, Megan again.
And if you all would like to check out our website, go to myskepticalsister.com. You can write in directly. You can find our P.O. box. You can find out about how to become a Patreon. $3 a month gets you bonus content every week and a sticker, a magnet. $5 gets you all that plus a movie night. And I totally did send Millie a magnet. I was on it.
Killed it.
I was on it. It's fine.
Nice.
So... yeah, see, I'm pretty reliable. I might forget that I'm reliable, but I'm reliable.
Yeah.
If you can also write us in at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. Please rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to us. In fact, everybody, make it a goal.
Yeah.
Make 3 people.
I don't even know what you're going to say
Let's make 3 people listen and review us.
Oh, some might say that's a lofty goal, but I feel like you can do it out there.
Come on, just do it. Just listen to it and then give them 5 stars.
Yeah.
If you really like it, then write something. If you don't really like it, just give us 5 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Either way, give us 5 stars.
Yeah. Give us 5 stars, but then say something nice about us too. That really is nice. Okay. You can join our social. You can follow us on our socials like Facebook. We have a page. Instagram, and TikTok. We did a great one about how much I look like my mother. I was a little drunk during that video.
That was hilarious. You did look just like her.
Just like her. I can't wait. She's so cute.
I know. She's adorable.
Yeah. So that's good news. We all learned that I'm going to be so cute in my 70s.
Yes.
Anyways, follow us there to see that. And we will talk to you all next week.
Be easy like Sunday morning.
La 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 la.
Of course. I knew it was going to be.
Don't hit the mic.
I ruined everything. If you're going to scratch that last line, you need to read it like he meant it. We just discussed it.
I just went back to read it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Erin. I'll leave the directing to you. You're way better at it than I am.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do what you were going to do.
Okay.
I'm drinking way faster than you, girl.
I felt my glass was so full because my box was almost empty.
Oh, that sounds dirty too.
Right? I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, my box.
It's the word incidences.
Yeah.
Incidents.
Should be incidents I.
It should not be what it is, that's for sure.
Are you looking up a way to say goodbye? Or you already
got it, girl.
Shut up. Look at you.
Just simmer down.
I'm sorry. It's just never happened.
Simmer down.
Sorry. I'm really into references tonight.
Really are.
I can't.
It's like your fourth personality.
It's my new personality.